Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to another meta guide. Yes, we have another meta guide for you, the Love Cup. So the Love Cup is back. So in this meta, it's going to be in the Great League, and it's going to, you can only use pink and red Pokemon. They made a list of which Pokemon are eligible if you want to go ahead and check out which Pokemon you can use. But we're taking a look at some of the best Pokemon in this meta, in my opinion. And, you know, it stays the same for the most part, but there's some changes. For example, Charizard, of course, with the buffed wing attack is going to be really strong. So some changes, but for the most part, it does stay the same from previous years. But I'm excited. I actually really like the Love Cup, so let me know if you're going to be playing it. And the Love Cup does begin Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the Ultra League will be continuing on. So which meta are you going to be playing? Are you going to be playing the Ultra League or the Love Cup? I feel like a lot of trainers probably will go with the Love Cup, especially if you don't have those XL candies for the Ultra League. But let's go ahead and dive right into it. So for the S rank, we have Medicham, definitely the best fighting type in this meta. Really strong Pokemon. You're going to be seeing Medicham a lot, no doubt about it. You all know Medicham. It's a great Pokemon. Then we have Lickitung. Lickitung has always been good for this meta. It's good in the Open Great League even. It's just such a great Pokemon. Hopefully you have a good ranked one. It is an XL'd one, so if you don't have it, you don't need it, luckily, but it is really strong. Then we have Charizard. So I did mention a new addition. Charizard did have Wing Attack last year, but the thing is, Wing Attack was buffed this season, so it's better now than it was previously, right? So yeah, I mean, there's no reason why Charizard is not going to be seen. It definitely will be for sure. Then we have Ariados. Ariados is pretty fast. I think Ariados is pretty good, right, with that Poison Sting attack. So it's going to get to its moves fast, yeah, and it's going to be able to spam them out. Lunge, debuff. Yeah, it's such a really good Pokemon. Alomomola has been big ever since the Love Cup has begun. So with that waterfall damage, definitely doing a lot. It's really, really tanky, so it can take hits. It does take a little bit of time to get to like the Hydro Pump. I mean, it could run Blizzard as well. I think that the moveset people go with is Hydro Pump and Psychic, but yeah, I mean, Alomomola, great Pokemon, we'll definitely see it. And then the last Pokemon for the S rank is going to be Seaking. So Seaking is a really good Pokemon, but the thing is, it is a triple legacy Pokemon, which means you need to use 3 Elite TMs, 1 fast and 2 charge, because it has Poison Jab, it has Icy Wind, and it has Drill Run, and all of those are legacy, so you cannot get those on Seaking unless you use an Elite TM. So if you want to use it, I think it's worth it. I do think it's worth it because Seaking is a good Pokemon, but we also have to keep in mind that it is possible they might re-release these exclusive moves in the possible future Go Battle Day, right? Kind of like how they're doing with Vulpix, or how they did with Vulpix this season, and previous seasons we had Seal, I think. So they might possibly release it in the future, so keep that in mind if you want to invest the Elite TMs. But it is a great Pokemon, and yeah, I mean, the moveset is fantastic. And it's going to be really strong in this meta for sure. And then for the A rank, we do have Scrafty, another great fighting type. Yeah, I mean, Scrafty's a really good one. I do think Medicham wins in this meta. Most of the time, Medicham does win. But still, Scrafty is really solid. Lurantis is another good one, believe it or not. It has Fury Cut. It's going to get to the moves fast. There's a lot of good water types, so it's going to be doing good in that regard. It just has to watch out for fire types or poison types, right? And then we have Macargo, so another fire type, so it's a fire and rock type. And I mean, it debuffs with Rock Tomb. Incinerate, Overheat, just powerful Pokemon. And, you know, it does heavily resist the Blast Burn from Charizard, which is huge, right? And Dragon Claw's really not going to do much. It also resists the Wing Attack. So, yeah, I mean, pretty good. It was good last year. It's going to be good this year as well. Just watch out for the water types because it is double weak to water. Then we have Galarian Slowbro. So, Galarian Slowbro, another pretty good Pokemon with the Poison Jab attack. And, yeah, I mean, it's just such a good Pokemon. We have another Pokemon, Talonflame, another fire and flying type. I do think Charizard is better nowadays, but Talonflame, if you want to go maybe double fire flying, that could be a thing. Talonflame is an option. Talonflame's not a bad one at that. So moving on, we have the B rank. We have the Charm user Sylveon. So there's a lot of answers to Charm in this meta. We have Ariados, we have Charizard, Talonflame, we have the Poison type like Galarian Slowbro. So a lot of answers to it. So I feel like Charm is not going to see as much play, but you know, I'm sure you'll see it occasionally. I don't think you'll see double Charm that often, but you'll probably see a Charm user here or there. And it's still good if you can get the good alignment. If you can get a good alignment, it's going to be really good. Then we have Druddigon. So Druddigon, as long as it stays away from the Charm users, it is really good with that Dragon Tail. So really powerful, of course. Yeah, I mean, great Pokemon resisting the fire attacks, resisting the water attacks. So really good Pokemon. it just does so much damage with that Dragon Tail. So yeah, really good one. Then we have Lickalicky, so similar to Lickitung, right? A little bit different, but you know, if you're looking for a non-XL version of Lickitung, Lickalicky is a solid option for this meta. It's really good. We'll probably see teams that have Lickitung and Lickalicky on it, to be honest, but no, a really good Pokemon. Then we have Hisuian Electrode. So Hisuian Electrode, of course, is a good Pokemon. Gets to the moves fast with Thunder Shock, Wild Charge, and Energy Ball. You do have to watch out, obviously, for the fire type damage like Blast Burn. I mean, this is just gonna KO you. But it also has Wild Charge where it can fight back against like the Charizard and the Talonflame. So it does have that option. The Energy Ball is good for the water types. So I mean, it's a good Pokemon for sure, for sure. Then we have another water type. We have Milotic. So Milotic can run Dragon Tail or Waterfall. Really depends on the team comp. Both moves are good. Obviously, if you want to hit the fire types, you're going to go with Waterfall. But Dragon Tail is still a good option. So that's going to be the SA and B tier for you. Let's go ahead and move on to the other options. So we have Blaziken. So Blaziken could be another useful Pokemon in this meta. It is really frail though, so it does have to watch out for that. Then we have Crustle. Crustle's actually pretty good. Of course, with SmackDown, right, going to be doing a lot to Charizard and Talonflame. They cannot stay in against Crustle. So Crustle will probably make its way onto a bunch of teams. And then we have Miltank. Miltank, kind of new for... I mean, yeah, you could use it last season, but because Tackle was buffed... or not last season, last year, I guess. Tackle was buffed, as well as Rollout now. It has Rollout, so you could honestly see Miltank. We'll have to see how common it is, but no, I mean, I'm sure people will be testing out Miltank for sure. Then we have Lycanroc. Lycanroc could be a fun pick. It is really frail. I'll probably try it out just to have fun with it. I think I tried it out last year when the Love Cup was around. But no, a pretty cool Pokemon. Then we have the Electrode, not the Hisuian version, the Cantonian version. Electrode has Foul Play, has Discharge, has Hyper Beam, Volt Switch, so a pretty good Pokemon. I'm sure we'll see this one for sure. Then we have Chansey. Chansey is super thick. I know everybody's favorite Pokemon, right? We all love Chansey, but I'm sure Chansey will see some play. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. Probably. I mean, I don't have one fully maxed out, but I think it's pretty close, but it's not there yet. I doubt I'm gonna use Chansey, but if you wanna use a timeout team with Chansey and a Alomomola, that could be a thing. And Lickitung, who knows, right? Who knows? Then we have Wormadam. Wormadam does have to watch out for the fire types, but other than that, it's looking pretty good with that Confusion tag. It's really tanky. You can use an XL1, and an XL1 definitely preferred if you happen to have it. I don't have an XL1 built. I don't even know how much candy I have for it, to be honest, or if I even have a good rank one, probably not. But I just have one built, and it's a really good Pokemon. Next up, we have a few Charm users. We have Aromatisse, Clefable, and Wigglytuff. So, I mean, if you do want to use Double Charm, I guess you could. Again, I don't think Double Charm is going to be that great in this meta because of all the answers to it, but it's an option for you. I think Sylveon's probably the best. If you're going with one Charm user, Sylveon's probably the way to go, but if you want to go with Double Charm, one of these others is probably a decent pick. Then we have Scolipede, a Poison Jab user. Scolipede, yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Obviously, it has to watch out for fire. We know that, but it could get away. I mean, it resists like the fighting type attacks because it's a poison type. So not bad. And it's doing neutral damage towards the water type users. So yeah, I mean, pretty good Pokemon. Then we have Slowbro, so Slowbro could be another interesting pick. Anyway, that's going to be the Love Cup. Let's go ahead and move on to the solid team options. So for the first team, I built this double fire team. So with Charizard in the back and Magcargo. Instead of Magcargo, you could go Talonflame, but I kind of wanted Magcargo to have an answer to Charizard, right? Because the Hisuian one kind of could be an answer because of Wild Charge, but also you have to watch out for Blast Burn because you'll just faint to a Blast Burn from a Charizard. So of course the backline is going to be weak to water, right? Whereas Electrode is going to do well against water. So you could possibly lure out a water type, maybe with the Charizard or something. And yeah, I mean, the Hisuian Electrode can then take care of it. And then the next team we do have, I think I used this team last year, if I'm not mistaken. Magcargo in the lead with Medicham and Galarian Slowpoke. So if you happen to see a Charm user in the lead or in the back, you're looking pretty good because you have two Pokemon that resist Charm. And then obviously Medicham is weak to Charm, but that's if you're concerned with Charm. Again, I don't think Charm is going to be that relevant. You might see it here or there, but no, I mean, looking like a pretty good team. The Galarian Slowpoke I do think is a good safe swap. So if they happen to lead water, you could switch into the Galarian Slowpoke. Decent safe swap. Then next up, we have Ariados in the lead with the Loma Mola and the regular Electrode. So pretty strong team as well. Loma Mola is another great safe swap. Well, I mean, I guess it is a good safe swap. You do have to watch out for the Hisuian Electrode, though, response, because obviously it's a grass type, so it's going to be resisting water. So you do have to watch out for that. But no, a pretty strong team, I think. Then next up, we do have Wormadam in the lead with a Loma, double water, Loma Mola, and Seaking. So again, Seaking is a triple legacy Pokemon. If you don't want to invest those elite TMs, or if you don't have them, you could use Milotic on this team instead. I think Milotic with a Waterfall or even Dragon Tail, both moves are good. Could be a strong Pokemon. Backline is going to do well against fire. The lead obviously is really weak to fire. Yeah, I mean, pretty strong team. If I do say so myself, I think it's a pretty solid team. And then next up, we have another double water team with Loma Mola and Milotic, and then Lurantis in the lead. Backline, obviously doing well against fire. Lurantis is weak to fire. Backline is kind of doing bad, right, against the Hisuian Electrode, whereas Lurantis is a grass type. So it's going to be doing well against the Hisuian Electrode, resisting its moves. Lurantis is a Pokemon I probably want to try this meta. I don't know if I tried it last year. I want to say I didn't, but I do want to try it this year. And then next up, we have another team. We have Druddigon in the lead with Lickitung as a safe swap. Always a great safe swap. Because the thing is, even if they respond with Medicham, that's not a bad matchup for Lickitung. Because the Licks is super effective, right? So it's kind of like a neutral matchup. And then we have Charizard in the back. Charizard is really, really strong. So anyway, these are going to be the teams I came up with. Let me know what team you plan on using in the Love Cup. I'm curious to hear. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.